Well, all right, we got to see Michael Penix playing an NFL team. Yes, the Giants are still technically an NFL team. Sorry, Giants fans who are watching this video. I thought Penix looked good in this game. A couple of critiques I'll get into, but for the most part, this was a really just solid game. There wasn't a ton of wow plays, although there were a couple, but he was just very consistent, and that's what we'll kind of talk about in today's video. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Before I do, I will mention I do have a movie channel. If you like watching movies, like hearing me talk about movies, you can do that on the movie channel. It is Jackson Kruger Movies. The link is in the description below. But yeah, let's talk some Michael Penix. Let's start off with the first play that we saw from Michael Penix of this game. We saw a few plays in an earlier game this season, but the way this play works is it's going to be a play action, which I like, right? Because of course, the defense is going to expect you to start with the running game, try to get your quarterback, ease your quarterback into it. So why not ease him into it with a play action? I think it's smart. However, when this play begins, you're going to see that pressure is coming, and if you're an Atlanta fan and you have watched 14 straight games of Kirk Cousins, you're thinking, well, we know how this is about to go. Cousins is going to get clobbered and, fumble the football, or I guess I should say your quarterback is going to get clobbered and fumble the football, but Penix is not Cousins. Watch him take that hit, but still puts a great throw on the football there. Now, it was incomplete. It was dropped, but still, that's a great play. And this is part of why they made the move to get rid of Cousins, right? Is these plays weren't working with Cousins. They just weren't. These were either fumbles or incompletions. Penix can navigate these types of plays. Maybe not perfectly. Like, for example, this next play, it's going to be a blitz on this one. So, okay, that's something that you expect on a quarterback's first start, right? You're going to throw new things at him because, defenses in college a lot simpler than in the NFL. So let's, throw some pressure, see how he responds. Here on this one, you are going to see that, first off, the pressure gets through pretty quickly, which it wasn't even, you might think, oh, was that a blown blocking assignment? Didn't appear to be. Maybe a little. The guard was a little late in getting over. Not really sure why, though. Anyway, there's pressure. Penix has to deal with it on a 3rd down and 9. And as you see, the pressure did affect the throw on that one. So again, these are the little things you have to work on, right? Of maybe getting rid of the ball a little bit earlier, so you don't have to deal with that. Something like that. Again, this is definitely a high degree of difficulty play, but and certainly would not call it a bad play or anything like that. But at the end of the day, he's going to have to learn in the NFL how to deal with these pressures and turn these tough situations into positive plays. Not every time, but sometimes, right? Although then there was also this play, which was a lot of fun. So it's a 2nd down and 8 situation. And look at that Giants player who's going to be blitzing off the edge right here. As you see, Penix takes the snap, and he is just in trouble. I mean, it's his blind side, a free rusher there. Like, hard to really blame the quarterback for this. It's just a good play call by the Giants. Penix is in trouble. However, watch as Penix is able to do what he can to get rid of that football. It doesn't seem like much, but that's a huge deal. I mean, you see Patrick Mahomes do this a lot, and it's a big part of his game. Minimizing damage. That's something I talk about so much on this channel. Again, Cousins, if he gets blindsided like that, probably loses the football. Sorry, Cousins, but he's had a fumble issue this year. Penix here is able to get the incompletion. That later results in the next play, they get a long 1st down on the 3rd down and 8, end up getting a touchdown. So yeah, I mean, big deal there. That really helped. I don't know if they can get the conversion. If it's 3rd and 14, they might just run the ball and then punt. So huge play. Heading over here, honestly, this is one of those weird games, like film study wise, because so much of what he did in this game was just like quality game management stuff, which, like, again, is not an insult whatsoever. Game managers are important. Being able to be a good game manager is important, and we saw him do a really good job with that, I thought. This play is one of his better ones of the game. It's a zone coverage concept. It's once again play action, and you're going to see that Penix, the route that he wants to throw to is the one towards the bottom of the screen. Watch as when Penix runs this play action, he looks over, fires over, and I'm not going to say it's like the tightest window throw ever, but the Giants defender is doing a pretty good job at closing the gap that he can. This one is not an easy throw to make whatsoever, but Penix, he's doing 2 really nice things on this play. For one thing, getting rid of the football quickly. He has the timing down, and this is kind of why I got a little frustrated with the Falcons being so hesitant to put him in, is because I felt like he was a pretty pro-ready prospect. That's one of the things I liked about him coming out of college, is I felt like he was ready to run an offense already. But this is also just a really accurate throw, too, and that's the other thing. So being able to make accurate throws and make them on time, I mean, that you don't need much more than that, right? If you can do those two things, things are going to be pretty good. So, yeah, that's what you like to see. Now, let's go over to the interception at the 7-yard line. So, I think the game situation is the main thing we have to start off talking about on this play. So, it's a 3rd down and 2. There's only 16 seconds left, and the Falcons are out of timeouts. So, again, you could, as long as you get a first down here, get tackled inbounds and try and run up and spike the ball. You could, but again, is that really worth it? Really, at that point, you probably have to kick the field goal anyway. So you probably want to throw one into the end zone, or at least have a pass that's probably going to get into the end zone. But there is a little bit of leeway if you don't quite get into the end zone. Because of that, the concept you see on the screen for the Falcons, usually it's designed to beat zone coverage. It will get Kyle Pitts, who's going to cut towards the bottom of the screen, more open. However, against man coverage, it's probably not going to work out as well. So, okay, that's the setup. Let's watch what happens. Penix takes the snap. He looks over in this direction, and you see Kyle Pitts. Again, he's open if there's 30 seconds left. Then absolutely make this throw. With the time left, it's not open enough down the field enough. I honestly don't think this is the throw Penix really should be making. To be clear, I think even if he does make it, Pitts probably just gets tackled and they hurry up, spike it, and still get the 3 points. But I think I would have rather seen him, if this is the only available throw, I think it's fine to just throw it into the dirt. You do have Drake London one-on-one. I think I would have rather thrown up a jump ball to him in the end zone, to be honest. But also, this ends up being a horribly unlucky play where Pitts just bobbles it up and throws it in the air, which results in an interception. Okay, that's an unfortunate play to be your first interception in the NFL, right? But hey, at least you get it out of the way, and it's not even your fault, so you don't have to feel bad about it. So, again, affects the box score, but as a whole, it's not the end of the world of a play for Penix, because like I mean, you could even make the argument it is the correct play, because if Pitts is able to break a tackle, he gets in, and if not, you still do probably have time. I just think it's not worth the risk, because you could end up, not getting the spike off. There's only a little bit of a buffer there time-wise at that point. So, yeah, that's my opinion on the play. So, yeah, I mean, those were my thoughts. Again, I could show more of those positive plays, but really it's a lot of just consistent guys getting open, hitting the right guy at the right time, that kind of stuff, which is important to do. I mean, a lot of young players struggle with that. Penix is not one of those. He kind of has that part down. They will have a much bigger test against the Commanders, whose defense hasn't even been great this season, but it'll be a bigger test in that game. I'm interested in seeing how things will go. I'm going to assume the defense isn't going to give you multiple touchdowns in that one, but hey, who knows? But yeah, those are my thoughts on this game. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.